考慮我國下鄉然後到 junior high school ได้เลย我國一鄉然後到 non chain and Dr. Mayer's family so นี่เฉลิมจากผู้ใจต่อฟังเยอะ
My mom is a lot of things, but her best trait about her is how hardworking she is. She is able to get her doctorate while also single-handedly balancing her family life, also with soccer games, concert recitals, and a lot of other things most of us here probably couldn't handle. We have our moments where we are not the best nor the worst, sometimes in the middle, but with full honesty, I can say that I am proud of her for getting this far in life and for being our number one inspiration in life. I'm proud of my mom.
My name is Dylan Chan. My mom named me for the artist Bob Dylan after Dylan's candy bar. It is the Welsh word for sea. I remember when I was younger, my mom would spend almost every Friday night and all Saturday at class. I didn't think much of it because I didn't realize how much hard work and effort she put into achieving her goals. I know that even though my mom had to spend many weekends and many years away from us, she was doing it so she could get her doctorate degree. She said that if she got this degree, it would be better for me and Carter. She said that going to school is the best way to make a good life. Today, I want to congratulate my mother for getting her doctorate degree. She has tried very hard to get this place, and I'm happy for her. I admire my mom, and she's my heroine. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Sorry, okay? Good afternoon, everybody. It's great to see you here tonight to honor my wife, my Niam, and her hard work. This is well deserved. It's an achievement that many choose to pursue, not outside of higher education anyway. It seems like it was yesterday when they told me she wanted to start EDD program. It has been a long journey. She has accomplished a lot. It wasn't easy. It took a lot of dedication and hard work and whatever is necessary. I'm proud of her and happy to be part of her journey. Much of this journey, many would agree, not could have been possible not for support of those around our family. I'd like to thank my mom for being very supportive, loving our kids and caring for our kids like it was their own, by cooking and babysitting and making sure everything is done. Also, I'd like to thank my sister Elena and brother-in-law Ken for always being there reading the books. Also, I'd like to thank my mom, Dad Natu, for believing in the power of education, making education number one priority. I know motivation you provided was very important in completing this journey. Also, I'd like to thank Dalo Tong and Dalo Tong, Dalo Chibu, Dalo Chibu, and two other uncles who isn't with us today, Dalo Kasing and Dalo Jujo, and all family members. Also, I'd like to thank Dr. Jablo for being here speaking on behalf of our family. My wife, Manya, is passionate, focused, and humble, including pursuing her doctorate, and has given 110% to her job, serving as VP of Enrollment at Hamlin University. Like her parents, higher education is a platform that can change people's lives. Her commitment to student access, making sure that there is further education out there that can serve well, has been a cornerstone of how she leads and works. In addition, she is a presidential role at Minnesota Association for College Admission Council for 3 years, having rolled off her term in 2022. She has also been a board member of Girl Scout of River Valley for 3 years. Has accepted new term on executive board. Her commitment to women and girls is something she always valued and passionate about. During the same time period, she took on a role at our daughter's elementary school, joining PTO board to try to be the voice of equality. These are an example of my nia's kindness and wanting to give back. She did it because of her belief. She has accomplished all this while pursuing her doctorate degree. I couldn't be more proud of her. Congratulations, my beautiful wife. Please stay and join us as we celebrate my nia's graduation and enjoy food, drinks, and dancing. Thank you.
Thank you to Sean, Dylan, and Carter. Behind, or maybe we say next to every great woman is a great family. So you just saw an example of that. So nice job and thank you. Next, I have the honor to say a few words about my sister, Nia, as she needs no introductions at this time. But I do want to make sure that Nia, you are appreciative of all of the people in this room and all of the people that have come here to support you today. Nia earned a Bachelor of Arts from the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire in English Literature and Women's Study, and as you heard earlier, a Master of Arts in Organizational Leadership with an emphasis on strategic management, a certificate in ethics and leadership, and of course her milestone today, her doctorate in education from Hamlin. Nia has always worked professionally in higher education, and as such, she came to Hamlin University in 2014 as the Director of Undergraduate Admission and rose through the ranks to become the Dean of Admission and Financial Aid, and currently the Vice President of Enrollment for Hamlin University. As a President's Cabinet Division Leader, Nia oversees the recruitment of first year and transfers, international, graduate, and adult education, the Office of Financial Aid and scholarships, as well as the marketing and web services. Among her priorities, and it's no secret to all of us in this room, Nia focuses heavily on ensuring equitable higher education access and post-secondary outreach to colonially underrepresented populations, and making sure that they have access to post-secondary access and support at the universities. Nia has also served, as Sean has said earlier, several terms on the Girl Scouts of River Valleys, and most recently as their board secretary. With all that we've accomplished as an educator, as a student, and as a wife, Nia has done much in her professional life and also in her personal life, and as everybody has talked to today, there's much more to be accomplished in the community and in her professional life. And before we welcome Nia up here, I was just thinking as I was sitting here that for a lot of but unfortunately for people like my husband and Sean, doctor, so maybe that's something that we can work on, right? One of those really kind of oxymorons in our community when we talk about supporting our women and our daughters moving forward. So Sean, you are not going to be Dr. Sean anytime soon, so keep working on it. And with that, again, I have the privilege of welcoming my dear sister, Nia, to the stage, who has worked so very hard on her degree for the last several years, making really a dream come true for my mom and dad, who risked their lives leaving a war-torn country to come to the United States because they believe in the power of education and because they want their children, like Nia, to succeed and to not only be able to have an education so that she can get a job, but really so that her quality of life is what it can be and that the potential is out there in this country. So with that, Nia, the moment is yours. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Nia Hyun.
Okay, it's a little overwhelming. I know we've all been sitting for a while. I only have 8 pages. But the good news is it's written in like 18-point font so that I can see it with my old eyes. So like when I do admission events at Hamlin, I have to write it really big. And usually I said, Potter, if I write about Hmong people or Hmong women, people are going to say, Tamara, Laura, Bobby, Eric, Jonelle, more. Thank you for your support in the classroom and the encouragement and all the amazing lunches. I think I gained like 50 pounds during my ED, but it was all worth it. Eating that delicious rice at that Mexican restaurant by the campus. In the past several years, we have really become a close group. We battled demons during the program, we battled COVID, and came out the other side better. So thank you very much for being such amazing cohort classmates. To my siblings, my sister-in-laws, brother-in-laws, nephews, grandnephew Damien, and the abundance of nieces, including our newest baby, who is just only 1 month old, Cameron, who I saw on Facebook was wearing a tiny little suit. I don't know if he's here. Adorable. You keep me grounded, honest, and laughing. Sean and our kids are so fortunate. There are so many of us, and that we can all help one another out when we need it. Everything today, just about all my siblings and nephews and nieces put together by hand. We were here all day and evening last night doing this, and so I really want to, they're kind of all standing already, but give a round of applause to all my siblings, nephews, and nieces. Thank you. To my wonderful children and husband, Carter, you are so kind and sweet and unassuming and gentle. You have always marched to the beat of your own drum. And even though not everyone gives you the time to see it, you are funny, loving, and patient. And I hope the whole world someday gets to experience someone as sweet as my Carter. To my baby Dylan, you were barely 5 years old when I started the EDD program. You grew up so quickly during that time, learning how to tie your shoes without your mom, make your own meals and snacks, and finding your own school lunch, because sometimes I forgot that it was a cold lunch day. Well, I can't get those years back with you differently. I know that you also made the most of it too. It pained me to be away from you and Carter every other weekend for all those years, but it was that pain that motivated me to finish, so I won't let it be for nothing. Okay. My eyelashes are about to fall off. To my husband, Sean, Niam, you are the most generous, patient, and kind person anyone could ever meet. I have never met another person nicer than my husband, and I know that my family would agree that you are just, our children were so blessed to have your temperament and your heart. Your ability to maintain so much while I went to class, studied, and wrote is at the cornerstone of why I was able to even complete this program. I have not, okay, secret, I have not washed dishes in probably, I'll say 7 years, because that's how long I've been going to school, but really all 20 years, my husband never asks me to do it, he never makes me do it. He always rushes to get all the chores done, especially dishes, because I hate dishes the most, to get it done so he doesn't inconvenience anyone. He makes the meals, he chauffeurs us all around, he does all the yard work, and he takes on nearly every home improvement project that I tell him to do. And I supervise. And he doesn't love that part, but he does do it, and he does it so well. And he never complains. My husband never complains. He never has an unkind word. In all our 20 years of being together, and I can't believe it's been that long, I think I got the better end of that deal, and I can't wait for our next 20 years now that we can put the school behind us. Thank you everyone for coming today. Your presence here, again, has filled me with joy. I appreciate seeing so many faces, familiar faces, faces I haven't seen in a long time, a couple of faces I'm seeing for the first time. But you're here because you love me, you love my dad, you love my mom, my mother-in-law, and her family, and I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you.